What the fuck is going on, boys? It is your pal, your gal. Smoke a menthol? No. What is going on, boys? It is your boy, SwiggitySwarker, and we are back with another banger. Alrighty. Low on morale, put points into volition. What, are you tired and sad of doing things all the time? Just start doing shit. Just start doing shit. That's actually so real for that. Alright, so here's what happened, ladies and gentlemen. I am Professor Disco Man. I am the guy. I am the superstar cop of all time. Yesterday we started in there. Woke up after a drunken bender. We came downstairs, talked to the guy. Let's go talk to him again, so you can get an idea of who this guy is. We talked to this sad old lady, and I tried to steal money from her, and I did. I've not talked to this guy. That guy's new. I talked to this guy. He was mad at me. Apparently, I did shit in a drunken bender. Not my fault. I didn't have control of my guy there. Literally. Apparently, I've forgotten literally everything. Oh, can I do karaoke yet? I want a karaoke. I want a fucking karaoke. Come on, Kim. Rock out. So we talked to some people. We had a good time. Haven't talked to this guy yet. We're gonna talk to this guy right now. Who are you, Baldy? It's all about money, you know. You gotta spend money to make money. Money is what really matters. They say money can't buy you happiness. But that just means you don't have enough money. You have to invest your money wisely. You can buy stocks with money. And then use those stocks to make even more money. That way you'll have enough when you grow too old to make new money. Real estate is the graveyard where tired old money goes to rest. Money is what literally makes the world turn. The laws of money are just like the laws of nature. Unpaid labor doesn't net you any money. There is no such thing as free money. Money is all about numbers. Money is actually all about trust. It's all about money, you know. Okay. Cool. Eventually made my way outside after like an hour of being in there. Talked to this lady. She gave me some sick, nasty-ass gloves. Talked to this girl. She was cool. Kind of scary. Not gonna lie. So was everything in that shop. Came back here to the scene of the crime with which I'm supposed to be solving. We have a dead man hanging up. He got lynched. I'm gonna steal his shoes when I cut him down. This kid said I was gonna rape him. That kid called me the F-slur. And that's everything that happened. That's all you need to know. Oh, can we get back in here? Was there anything in here? Did I ever look in here?
This trash container is locked.
I never looked in here.
The sliding lid has a padlock that says, "Whirling in rags."
Open the padlock with a key.
With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid.
All right.
Maybe you shouldn't.
Didn't I just have a premonition that something was in there?
There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid.
Yeah, I'm gonna open the lid.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Well, that much I anticipated. You made it sound worse than it was, buddy.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Okay, well, let's start looking under the boxes of carton.
You see milk, an egg rest with one broken egg in it, some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar.
Reminds me of my school lunch.
A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Oh, this is a turbo noodle. All right, let's pick at the rags.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Free pants!
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay.
Well, why'd they throw them away? It's free pants.
Drop them in here, officer.
All right.
Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Yeah, this.
A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Bag it.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that...
A thrown-out towel, a mug, that's all.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Yeah, we need to ask the kids who put them there.
The fuck's he on about? Kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something.
See?
So you think someone from the whirling might have been involved, maybe?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Okay.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
What kind of food we got here? We got any treats
It's just
for me?
organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato pills, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here.
Okay.
What's this?
What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
Shiny.
Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
I don't know what it is.
It is. Look. The plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there. If you don't mind my asking, how could you have let your paperwork end up in the trash?
It must have been cramping my style.
Officer, this is an official piece of paperwork. It probably contains notes on numerous ongoing investigations, and could even list undercover operatives, informants. I suggest integrating it into your style, for all our sakes.
Okay, I'll do that.
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Okay.
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory
Who the fuck
and
texted
select
me?
the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
I don't know who the fuck texted me. The mug! I'm getting that mug too.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron,
An antique, perhaps.
only in its social sensibility.
Oh, I'm taking that. And I think that's all.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
All right.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Let's see what kind of notes I left. Oh my god, I have so many tasks. So many tasks. What kind of paperwork do we have here? Racist mug? Photo of a dead guy? In my damaged ledger.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you.
That it is, buddy.
Below the pathetics, terror Do not look into its blue heart.
Inspect the clip.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Run your fingers across the aluminium.
The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
Hey, Lieutenant. What is this?
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property.
Interesting. What kind of information?
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
Or?
How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
How can I read it?
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do.
Like, for example?
All RCM vehicles have had lights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
That's all, thank you.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight.
What's up with this toilet paper?
It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Maybe it's kitchen tissue? They look exactly the same.
If you want it to be kitchen tissue, it can be kitchen tissue. It's not, though. It's toilet paper.
Let's take it off.
Still wet, the toilet paper, kitchen tissue, peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off your finger, and voila, the ledger now looks marginally better.
I love how this game does silly little things like that. Like the fact that I mentally was like, I want it to be a kitchen tissue, preferably. And then my inner monologue was like, the toilet paper, kitchen tissue. That's so silly to me. That's actually fucking awesome that they did that. What's with the white papers?
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol.
Yeah, but we get what we're
covered
talking about.
in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
Just like me. So what they're about? What is it?
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you.
There was a mention of a naming convention here?
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name.
Oh my, and they're written in capital letters too.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case.
More?
Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the Ukar Parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout.
These would all make great short stories.
You like this grimy murdering, don't you?
Sure.
It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Can my cases appear to employ some kind of naming convention?
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
No, I mean a non-numeric one with cheesy titles.
Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does.
Why is that?
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I seem to have named a case the Square Bullet Hole Murders.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself.
So real.
I pray his loved ones never find out.
What happened to him?
Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
Wow. Anyway. Well, I have to open an official case. Is there room?
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish.
Commit to paper.
The tasks you've completed flow out of the pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple. A language developed for mental rigor and simplicity.
You mean like tasks in a video game?
Inspect the victim's body.
Ugh.
Get the body down. Interview the cafeteria manager.
Well, let's cross some of these out here.
A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Lieutenant, have you by any chance named our case?
No, actually. Any ideas?
The setting sun. Shit on a stick. The Furies are at home in the mirror. Let's go with something more succinct. The Hanged Man. Like the tarot card.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now.
Nice.
I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
Well, I'm done inspecting these.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Let's browse the yellow papers.
In the back, you see thin, translucent copy of paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out.
What type of forms are they?
3. The topmost are misconduct fines, the middle ones are station calls, and the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of.
Misconduct fine.
A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields.
Station call.
These are quite sinister in tone. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing.
Field autopsy.
A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs, color of the irises, predation marks, condition of sexual organs.
I'm gonna say enough of these.
Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys.
I can't wait to get started on my bureaucratic journey.
What delicious power hid within this pathetic mess. You feel better. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper.
Speaking of which, let's look at the board.
It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back, you see the embossed letters, RCM.
What did you say the color was?
Blue.
Nice.
The blue heart. Don't look into it.
Let's shake this thing.
Something rattles inside. ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment?
Let's take a look-see.
The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center.
How would I open it?
With your hands, you 4-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board.
Let's give it a shot.
Is not what you end up doing. You squeeze the plastic to slide it open, but nothing happens. Then you bend it some, then crack it. The goddamn thing is stuck.
Well, shit.
A hot flash of rage comes over you. For a moment there, before it recedes, you feel as though you might just squeeze a tear of anger out of your duct. Makes you wonder, why?
It actually does remind me. Growing up in elementary school, one time we had like homework. You know, as children tend to do, and the homework sheet just had a shit ton of long division that you had to do, and it made me like I was fucking so upset because I used to hate long division. I still do in like a written format, but you know, at this point I don't hate math. You know what I mean? Like I'm not like oh math, oh numbers. You know, but I remember like sitting there after being there for like 30 minutes doing this long division sheet, like towards the bottom of the sheet, just go like holding back tears, basically, just so fucking frustrated with this thing because of how garbage it was.
It's unjust. That's why. You can't even get to that thing anymore.
So real.
The ledger quivers in your hand. As it shakes, the pages rustle.
Oh,
this
give it a...
pathetic mess, suddenly afraid of you for some reason.
Let's give it a whiff, come on.
The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat. The stuff of death itself. And then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner.
Alright. Very cool. I can interact with the mug? Hold up.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much.
There's quite a lot to read into here, actually. Let's look at all that content.
Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
The mug will be useful. By denouncing it, I can earn political capital to mask my badass hustling, i.e. fraud and embezzlement.
If you want to earn some change by guilting people, go for it. But if you want to earn real dough, finish the case and start getting paid again.
So real. Alright. Well, that's all I got here. Why is the narrator acting like the Emperor? Oh, yeah, so that's one of the many fascinating things about this game. Aside from the fact that the narrator does sound like the Emperor. So that's your inner monologue. That's your inner monologue. That's you talking to yourself. That's your brain. These are all of your emotions talking to you in real time. Instead of writing out your thoughts or thinking, you have conversations with yourselves. And they tell you things they shouldn't be able to know. Because you shouldn't be able to know. But they do. It's a very interesting game. I'm having quite a lot of fun with it. I need to level... What was it to bust that thing open? Interfacing? I forget. We'll look into that. Bro's such a dick. Well, this guy is... like, tried to kill himself, apparently. On several occasions. Like, he is quite self-loathing. Anyway, we need to speak to the guy in here. Oh, kitchen staff. We can talk to kitchen staff now. That's new. Hello. An aroma of spices, alcohol, and tomato hangs in the air. Hello.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Quebec.
Okay.
It must be his name. Garancy. Garancy Quebec. Sounds representative.
Hello, sir. Got time for a few questions?
The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
So my logic failed, because like Baldur's Gate, like D&D, it has little stat rolls for things. My logic stat failed, and so in my head, I'm like, this guy's name is probably Garancy Kubek. That's definitely not, this certainly doesn't mean anything else. And so now the game is listing him as Garancy Kubek. That's so fucking funny to me, dude. You got some impressive pots there.
He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn.
I don't think I need anything else. Stay masculine, bro. What's over here? Yes. Yes, indeed. Well, thank you. What's this? Money. He doesn't care that I just stole his money. All right, cool.
You see
Stay masculine.
a steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
Touch the door.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side.
Try to push the door.
The door does not budge.
I wonder where this door leads.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
I'm drawn to its cobalt blue.
It is quite pretty. I suppose we could look into it as a side investigation.
Yes, a mini side investigation.
Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Indeed. Oh, Gart! I have to pester you again, my friend.
Can I help you?
Use your trash can.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Maybe you don't remember putting them there. Maybe you were sleepwalking or in a fugue state.
I think fugue states are more your forte, officer.
True. Could someone in the staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my stuff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Who else has keys to the trash container?
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road.
All right.
On Clinton Street, near the Boogie Street Diamond, a small truck rattles down an alleyway. It stops by a rusted trash container. Two men, their faces rough and swollen, jump out. They look at the container, despondently. CSM is written on their backs.
Thank you anyway.
I don't know what this Shivers thing does. I don't know what Shivers is. Tune into the city. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It's like a third party thing. I just suddenly know things that I shouldn't be able to know. Thanks. Let's talk about something else.
Yes?
Guard, I saw another thing at the Whirling.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
There's a mysterious blue steel door in the back of the kitchen.
Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
Do you know what's behind it? Do you have...
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He runs his finger across the counter to check for dirt.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
I think you'd like to know what's back there.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that.
All right. Oop. There's something else I wanted to ask you about.
Yes?
Goodbye. That's not very useful. Maybe this chick up here that I wanted to make fuck with is, finally interested in answering some questions.
The door is closed. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. He doesn't like where this is going. You should punch a fucking hole in it.
Suppress the urge.
The murmur in your ear. Still,
That's...
he doesn't like
no.
You should punch a the murmur in your... This door can open...
Okay, so no, the answer is no. She's not interested in having a chat. Oh, autosave. Jump scare. Alright, Kim. Let's get back on the warpath. What's up, Teggy? How's it going? Alright, I think I've tied up all loose ends on this side. Put the claws in the trash. Oh, we didn't ask the kids! We didn't ask the kids who call me slurs. Oh, Kuno, have you seen he put this dead guy's clothes in the trash can?
So you tried to kill Kuno's girl? What's up with that? You want to talk about it?
I'm sorry about that. I got carried away.
Do this shit again, and Kuno's gonna climb in your room at night with a knife.
I just found this Calypso. It is fucking minging. Suck your dad. I did.
Kuno knows where you sleep. The pig who fucked his window up. I'm gonna climb in through that balcony. Put the fucking knife in you. Yeah, I've been in your room. But you and Kuno are good for now. Pals, shoot that shit at Kuno. Let's have a jolly time.
Okay, let's.
And you're back in business with the Kuno. Now what is it?
Kuno is a merciful king, kind to his wayward subjects.
The body. What do you know about it?
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
Kim, help me out here. What do we want to know?
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
You have no idea what the usual is. Just ask whatever comes to mind.
Where's the rest of the armor?
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come?
Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
A mutant?
Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
Oh, come on. He's just pretending that he doesn't care because he's too small for the armor.
You're just too small for the armor.
Get the fuck out of here trying to fuck on me with that midget shit. Kuno's 12. He's huge. What are you? Fucking 80. When Kuno's 80, Kuno can fit 4 of you in Kuno. Fuck out of here.
Trying to fuck on Kuno. Fuck out of here.
What do you mean you threw it away?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
You threw it in the sea?
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate.
What do you mean, troubadour?
Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit. Came around pretending like he cares about cows. So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Go to the gate. Ask him yourself.
Yes, this troubadour has it. You can feel it.
You know who, old buddy here was?
Kuno's fuck gimp. Kuno uses the fuck gimp for target practice.
End of conversation. Very strong. You should be this stoic.
Do you know how it got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So you didn't see it happening?
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Okay. Where did you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
Where's Night City?
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis. And you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty Kuno.
There are contusions all over his body. Did you do that?
Fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
I hate words too.
Words are fucking shit. Make you stupid. Kuno's got his own words now. Kuno words.
More on this later. Right now, let's talk about something else.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost,
You kids play often in this yard?
Right, pig? This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it?
Well, the dead man's clothes were in the trash container. How'd they get there?
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
I need to know. It might lead something important in the investigation. Someone may have tampered with the murder evidence. Scene.
Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
Wait, I asked you what happened to his clothes. You must have seen him lying around?
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around. Except for that up there. Now, you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
All right, entertain me. What's so great about these pants?
Pig, these are found modulars. Liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists. Believe it, you need this shit.
He unzips his jacket to give you a quick peek at it. A quick peek? Fuck me. He unzips his jacket to give you a quick peek at the plastic-wrapped pants. They are graphite black and look brand new.
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness. Coach Physical Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready.
I may be interested in these pants. Let's talk about this later.
Alright, Piggo. Shit's rolling.
Don't do business with the pig, Kuno. He's going to steal all your money, Kuno.
As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust.
There's more to his distrust than being a pig. He feels threatened by something obscure in you. What that is, however, remains a puzzle for now.
There's also a mug in the trash.
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again?
Yes. Does this quaint, better not taken out of its historical context mug have anything to do with it?
Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker? Cause he's the clothes fucker?
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
Well, that's exactly what I'm saying, Kuno. Someone has tampered with the crime scene. Cleaned some of it up.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator.
The kid may have something there. He's already come up with an interrogation technique, too.
Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can...
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. Get away from my Kuno.
Yeah, get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face.
What's in the greenhouse over there?
Dunno. Kiptas gardener used to work there.
Hold on, the gardener used to work there?
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno.
Wait, what do you mean by kipped?
Look it up in the library. Kuno's not a fucking dictionary. Fucking small brain. Kuno means the gardener, alright?
You mean the young woman by Whirling Rags? The gardener?
Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
That ladder yours?
No, it's not fucking Kuno's. It's ancient. Look at it.
He thinks you're fucking fool, Kuno. He says you climb the ladder up to your magic tree house.
Get the fuck out of here, pig. Kuno doesn't have a magic tree house.
You know, Kuno, there's a stack of Eternite back there.
That's just some shit roofing gimps left behind. Lazy dinks.
There it is. That strange, feeling again. As if there was more than meets the eye about that pile of roofing material.
So you say, but I saw past the veil.
The fucking well! The fuck are you talking about? Ask me a normal question, pig!
They're trying to make you feel stupid, Kuno.
You glance again at the roofing material in front of the shack. Yes, you should go back there.
I might have questions later. For now, let's talk about something else.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Okay, well then I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Yeah, alright, kid.
Lonesome, long way home.
Nice.
Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now.
Alright. So I no longer have a home. Damn. That sucks. Well, back to the roofing tiles.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. Because it's nice and orderly.
Damn.
Well-laid pallets. It reveals no secrets at this time.
That sucks. I was interested in finding out what was up with that, but apparently I never will. Well, let's get moving again. Let me see what I can see from this. The headlight. Surely this will reveal something about me.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out.
All right.
How do I turn on the headlights?
Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
He's downplaying his excitement. The lieutenant is more than happy to show off his precious carriage.
Engine start.
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canema comes to life with a whiny growl.
Headlights.
The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before
Now
the
we're
vehicle.
talking.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
Alright.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations. The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Canema's headlights.
Wait.
A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry. In the middle of a broken plaza, in a cone of light, barely visible in the daytime, two men, one slim, the other sturdy. They are on the city stage, but only one of them knows his lines.
Ah, Martinez.
Where are we on this map?
Let me see. Right here.
He says, his finger near the top of the map on a segment of coast jutting out into the great ocean. Seems nice.
No, it does not.
Alright.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Let's tally up the rows.
The first row has 18 dots.
Not bad.
Not bad for what? You don't even know what it means yet.
Okay, well, what about the next one?
The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some.
Let's count.
There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150, at least. Maybe even 200.
What about the last row?
The last row has 3 perforations.
3? That's it?
That's it.
Hey, Kim, what do all these holes mean?
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look.
Son, here is where we score your life performance. You better hope it's good.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Got drunk like a megastar?
Yes, that does seem quite likely. Your youth coincided with some heady days for Revachol. But let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see... Wow, more than 200.
Is that a lot?
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
See, Kim, I told you I was a superstar cop.
Call it what you want. You were a valuable member of your precinct. Now, let's look at the last row. Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
Confirmed kills. That sounds pretty evil. A drink would soften that feeling.
That's not too many.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock Quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way.
Nice.
What's it feel like to kill a man, Mr. McCoy? A young woman asked the man across the desk from her. Honestly, babe, says John McCoy, crossing his ankles over said desk. I don't feel anything anymore. It's just like brushing my teeth. I do it once or twice a week and don't really think about it. There's no trace of guilt in his voice.
Fascinating.
There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident. But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
He's sincerely glad you're not a scary predator. Not to say relieved you're competent.
Have you ever killed anyone, Kim?
Yes.
It's not a problem for him to state it, however.
How do you handle the strain?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others. Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Maybe I should find a hobby.
Why not gardening? You've already got the gloves.
It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab.
Alright, thanks.
The lieutenant nods.
Alright, let's go.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page, to the right of the task description.
Cool. Communist 3, Superstar 6, nice. Fascist 1, Ultra Liberal. What the fuck did I do that was fascist? Ultra Liberal 2, Moralist 0, Good Cop, Bad Cop 3, Sorry Cop 3, People Killed 3, Cases Solved 216, Years in Service 18 years. Honestly, not a fucking bad record. It's very interesting. To see what this character was before I got my hands on him. Now, where the hell do I go? Martinez Waterfront. Church, Fisherman Shacks. Up there looks like the docks. So I guess we're gonna go to the docks then. That's the next tangible lead I had. Goods from the lorry haphazardly littered the surroundings. Alright. And who might you be, sir?
Welcome to Revachol.
Announces the rotund man. The remark isn't addressed to you. It's addressed to the lieutenant. Hey, I know Revachol. That's where we are.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
How do you tell him?
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Limbo? What's going on here?
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Well, fucking A, Kim, I've got your back.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Well, now that that's settled, we have a couple of questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
I found this mug in the trash. Yours?
Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while.
Is it yours?
God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
You got a smoke, buddy?
No.
Damn.
He's got a smoke right there in
Wait,
his
what?
fucking hand. Snatch that shit out of his fat fingers. You need it after listening to his garbage.
You're smoking one right now.
It's my last one.
You're hiding smokes from me?
Why would I do that? I'm an honest man.
Fuck, I oughta.
But what, officer?
Shit.
Sorry I couldn't be of any help.
What are you hauling?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up?
Apples.
Apples?
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
Alright. I guess we're done for now. Asshole. What is this? Ah. It's that other building, potentially. Hello, madam.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
What magazine are you reading?
You mean this?
She looks at the cover, boasting a colorful photo of two girls kissing.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
Forget about all that. What is this fashion police feature?
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
Who's the numero uno guy in there right now, and does he look like this? Her lazy eyes scan up and down your body, assessing the situation.
No, I don't think so.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
Before we go on, what is this freak?
I don't know. Frit?
And what is Frit?
A 7 to 11 grocery store.
Why is it written with 3 T's?
I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
Let's proceed. I have some questions for you.
Okay.
Is
I'm
Frit...
not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Does Frit have a warehouse in the back of the Whirling in Rags?
A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
This is important.
She scrunches up her face into an expression of consummate adolescent skepticism.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
Can you tell me anything about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
Did you know the man who died?
Not really.
Not really? Does it mean you knew him a little?
No. I didn't know him at all.
How long has it been there?
I don't know, really long.
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
What do you know?
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
Thank you for your help.
Uh-huh.
See ya. God, really useful you are. What's that?
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
This is not a good place for a recovering addict.
Guess not, no.
Good thing you're an unrecovering alcoholic then.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Know this, you will never finish your alcohol quest if you don't buy beautiful alcohol.
That's a good point. Do you sell any under-the-counter vices?
No, Frit only sells legal drugs, like the law says.
Cool. See ya, nerd. Imagine not selling drugs to a cop. Couldn't be me. Moving on. Money. I still owe a guy $70. Magnesium. Yes, indeed. What's going on over here? Money! I'll put a pepper in your step, boy. Get that money. Are those cigarettes? Empty carton, probably.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
Let's look in the window.
The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
What kind of stickers and insignia?
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
What about the back seat?
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
You think this lorry belongs to our tough guy?
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
He was acting tough before. This probably scared him a bit. Who knows when it will come in handy? A slightly scared, racist lorryman.
Alright. Level up. Let's go. What do I want to level here? Rhetoric could be good for conversation. Authority could also be good. I don't know. I don't know. Enjoy healthy organs. Shrug off the pain. Take the blows. That's all body stuff. Should have figured. Empathy could be good. Hold yourself together. Keep your morale up. Let's do the empathy. Empathy sounds good. That sounds quite perfect for the kind of build I'm trying to make. Oh my god. Just got fucking jump scared by Steam, dude. What the hell is that? Let's look at these boxes. Money! Let's talk to this old woman. Or old man.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you.
Ah, old woman.
She nods
I was right the
along
first
to
time.
something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes, and food money. Maybe she's your...
Grandma?
Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is gray like lead. No, this one is a monster in disguise.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'd like to ask you some questions.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Excuse me.
Wait,
Oh,
she's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
why?
Why? I just told you why.
If you say so. What's this? Could be money in here. Ah, tank top. All right. What is this? Could be a tombstone.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island,
Damn, this thing's fucked up.
pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
Who is this guy?
A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane."
What did this king do?
What did he do? You have no idea what you did a week ago. How would you know what this guy did many centuries ago?
Bear.
High above you, the king stands triumphantly oblivious to your memory trouble.
All right. All right. That's about all I can do on this side. Some sort of blockade this way. Or perhaps an arch of some sort. Good old victory arch. All right. Well, I need to make my way inside. It says gray.
Scab?
What did he just call you? Oh no, not this again. You just got away from that fucking kid.
I'm not a scab. I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, "Let us cop for less money." Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
Hey, you're the man in the boots at the gates. Kuno said you know about some armor.
The little boy had a good on his promise.
His promise?
To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
The probe into the armor. What did you learn?
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
What sort of technical stuff?
I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
Hold up. 4 pieces? Helmet, cuirass, gauntlets, boots. What about the leggings?
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
I'm ambitious. I'm gonna find all of it. All the pieces.
All of it? There are junior officers out there eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them, but okay. Let's find all of it.
Unfortunately for you, I want to be a badass night cop.
And Mesqui's epic then, all across Martinez. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you.
So Kuno used us to what? Scare you?
It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
He thinks, not yet. Better to get this business out of the way. Sweeter then.
Thank you for cooperation, sir.
No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
He is sincerely grateful he is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
I'm looking for assistance with a dead body situation right now, but I'm also a bit short on money right now. Can you give me some?
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
Gotcha.
The coin lands into your hand as if it has
Sweet,
always
thanks.
belonged there.
Appreciate it.
The swallow returns.
Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more. Things are meager at the moment due to, you know, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Still better than scabbing, though.
The Union has problems getting by?
Nothing to worry about, really. The jam's a bit of a mess. Cargo can't get in or out. The rationing is a bit stricter, is all. Supplies should last the strike, though.
Oh, every little bit helps, you know.
I'm always glad to help out when possible. Not like these slithering scabs.
I'm looking for assistance with a dead body situation, as mentioned before.
Body still hanging in the tree? Hey, that's a rough pickle. Can't help you with that, sorry. I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union can render assistance.
Does that mean you can let me through the gate?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
What do you mean by that?
Beneath the jolliness, he suddenly seems doubtful.
So I can just walk in?
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Past Measurehead?
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him,
Alright.
then press the button to unlock the door,
Uh-huh.
then go past him again,
Okay.
and you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
For some reason, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation,
Right.
or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Has any of the scabs tried converting his worldview?
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition.
Sounds like my kind of thing. But another thing.
Sure.
I've come to Martinez investigating a murder.
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
It's actually very fun and easy.
I don't believe you. Post L'Aventurier said the same thing. They tried to get me to be their postman. So fun, so easy, they said. It's just walking. It wasn't. I'm doing much better here at the harbor. Being an honest union man with a lot of free time on his hands.
What's the strike about anyway?
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
Alright, well, nice talk. Gotta get moving. Appreciations, amigo. Where's the rest of the armor? I do have new clothes. That'll help me with any physical checks. Probably not, though. Ah. There's no lockpicking or door kicking this one. Certainly not. Hello? Can't talk to them? Alright. Are there women up here? What are they doing here? What's up, buddy?
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Shh. Okay, I get it.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
A ripple of muscle passes underneath his skin. He lets you look.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
What do you mean my body betrays my degeneracy?
You have succumbed to Al Ghul.
As if you were smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
You're right. I'm an alcoholic, and I need that dead body to no longer be in the tree.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Show him the ham still got it.
Actually, I think the ham sandwich race still has it in them.
Willingly calling yourself a ham sandwich, how far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft.
This game is so fucking weird.
You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
But aren't these all my race?
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor. This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative.
You're right about all this. Now I need you to help me get that corpse down from the tree.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
This is your chance. He's talking. Rip into him with a punch and catch him off guard. No, don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive. Remember? Communicate.
Ooh, conceptualization. Ooh, I should have leveled that. Oh no, I should have saved the level. Shit. You know what? Actually, I can't even level that anyway. That's fine. It's even. We have a chance to subscribe to his advanced race theory.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Measurehead, I am new to this world. Help me understand its races. I need to know what kind of different races are there.
Do you?
I do.
There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on?
Well, type A, of course.
Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant. A common
Is he talking about gingers right now?
A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades. In Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing
Swedes.
wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats.
Wait, who exactly are the Mountain?
You know them by the names of their nation states. The Oranese, the Gotwaldians, and the Königsteiners.
Oh, okay.
My people simply call them Maun.
Sure.
The Maun are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and tassel-centric culture. Inbreeding has led to a lactose-intolerant subrace whom no one can take seriously.
Just like France. So who is Type A then?
The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, The ancient meteorans of Meteo by the golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have type A race propensities.
Okay.
The other large mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem. Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum.
And who are the Seminese and Areopagites in this?
As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental type A is in retrograde. The Seminese and the Areopagites are on the ascent.
And the Seminese are?
The indigenous people of this, the Insulindian archipelago. The Seminese inhabit the southern islands. I am Seminese, from the stock of Ulumbuir on Ile de Fantôme.
What's the difference between the Seminese and the Areopagites?
The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Seminese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the
I feel like I'm reading a really
super
racist book from like the
Pericarditis.
18th century.
Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls. The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite or Simeopagite super race. That is all. There are no more type A races in the world.
Okay.
Nature was not capable of more.
The vile CF race cauldron of pederasty, please. Pederasty? Whatever.
You need to know both types A and B to understand the context for the reckless genetic abandonment in the Philo Cauldron.
Yeah, you have to have context, you know.
On type B then.
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Khoikos and the Vacholier, they are mud-colored people.
What?
To an untrained eye, the Khoiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see. They are of an indistinct muddy color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, sweaty, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking alcohol and smoking the degenerate tobacco herb and for eating potato. The Khoiko, the countless micronationalities of Grad, are all inexplicably obsessed with potat. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates, like political amoeba.
And the Vacholiers you mentioned?
The Vacholians, halfway between type A and the racial cauldron. Two makes to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
Type 3, please.
Types CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me.
Chimeric experiments?
Lesser races like the Mosquito, a grotesque mixture of a Mesk woman and a Seminese man. Only possible if the mother is Mesk and the father Seminese. The other way around, they fail to produce offspring. The Mosquito is born sterile, like a donkey. All they have left is to ride customized motor carriages with hydraulic suspension. listening to aggressive El Mariachi music to vent their impotent despair.
Any more?
Then there is the Simino Koiki Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know of the Simino Koiki Chimera? It is not an aesthetic site.
In the name of knowledge, I suppose.
The Koiko, as you know, are very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. Racial scientists have toyed with the idea of crossing the Simonese with the Koiko to produce a super worker of Simonese strength and great servility.
Or?
This will never happen. The Simonese and the Koiko may have similar interbreeding problems as the mosquito. We will never know precisely. No Simonese man could maintain an erection in the suffocating potato stench of a Koiko woman or Koika.
Fascinating.
There is a strange sadness in his tone, a less than heroic melancholy this time.
You seem kind of blue about this, Measurehead.
The heart that pumps the hemoglobin is mysterious, and so is its dark will. Enough of these personal matters. Have you been educated to all the rasotype now?
He does not seem angry, nor does the woman look affected. She just twirls her hair. Perhaps they've been through this and established an accord.
Now that you've been through all of the types, do I understand advanced race theory?
You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
How do I word the mystery?
You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me. This clarity does not come instantly.
What? Well, let's get on that. Let's discuss something else.
I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Vasholian. Your love for disco music and venereal disease?
You serve the Union, don't you? Aren't they white?
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Yeah, but you still serve them. How does that factor into your life?
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital, something your race, naivistic communists, never did.
Or?
Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
My jam is a mysterious fourth thing, being a super cup.
Jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs?
Youth culture does not affect my thinking.
Of course it does. You are a degenerate individualist and a rock and roll rebel. A pawn of international finance, just like the rest of your ham-colored race. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Simonese race.
I don't really know who the Simonese are. I've recently experienced head trauma.
I can see that. The Simonese are the South Island race, haplogroup A4A, the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago. We are the future. That is all you need to know.
So you were born and raised in the islands before you moved to Revachol?
I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulimbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminoles women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme, waiting on immaculate conception from the pale.
So you did not come from the islands?
No. I have heard about it on the radio.
He would be appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquiry in front of the women.
Cool.
Yes.
You know anything about this racist mug? Seems like your kind of thing.
He does not so much as glance at the object.
It's your kind of thing?
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it.
Does he strike you as the kind of man who puts mugs into trash?
Kim, what do you think of this?
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be the really good one.
I didn't know there'll be a next racist.
There always is.
Race is reality.
What are those tattoos of yours supposed to mean?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
You're right. That's craniometric perfection. My race does not stand a chance.
Correct.
All right. Well, I think that's about all I have for you. I'm gonna think about it. You know what? I really truly am gonna sit down and think about all the racist stuff you told me. See if I can wrap my head around it. And I'll be seeing you later, my friend. Till then, I gotta find some way to occupy myself. Kind of my only lead this was.
Man. How can I help you?
Good talking to you. See you around. Oops, sorry, wrong way. Whoops, my fault. Where can I go? Nothing else this way to go to, so I guess we'll go left. What's up, Kim? You got anything to say to me? No? Alright. Flip. I don't know why I have a donut over my head. Go down the stairs! Alright. So we're gonna go left then. We've explored as far right, really, as we can go, and we still need money. Actually, let's go get some cigarettes. You know what? Let's sharpen up here. Let's get smoking. Hello? I would like,
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know any.
I would like cigarettes, please.
A colourful display.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. Here you go, mister.
Thank you for the cigarettes. Have a good day. Oh, it has 4 uses. How long does this last, though? I guess we can use one and find out. Can I? Maybe I can use it, like, in conversation or something. I can't seem to, you know, use it as is, so maybe it'll affect any dialogue choices in the future. Hello.
Hello again, officer.
We
How
investigated
are
the
things?
body. Shouldn't be long till we get it down.
Oh, okay. Thanks for keeping me in the know, sir.
I have to run. Goodbye. Oh, a trash can. Or something.
This Post Lavatorie
Mailbox.
collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Good mail delivery box.
The box seems happy. Eat
Nice.
shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it.
Get a
Jenny
square.
is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
I feel you. Mail collection box.
The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder, then you swallow, and then suddenly you see it. Over all the other graffitos, someone has, using the tip of a very sharp knife, cut the words, Revachol forever.
Nice. Officially off my tea break. What's going on? What's, you out here puffing? And can you pass? My boy Cuddles. Been a while since I've seen you in my
The
stream.
worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
How's it going, bro?
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Okay. I was under the impression that Kim would be following me throughout the whole game, but apparently that is not the case. One operated viewer has been banged up, inoperable. Yes. Indeed. Let's go harass this poor, potentially drunken man. Oh. Yeah, he's very drunk. What's in the bag? Alright. Now I can pick shit up off the ground. I have no clue what that's supposed to mean for me. What's this? Bullet holes? Alrighty. Went up those stairs fast. How the hell? Excuse me, gentlemen.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
Alright, I got this. Ball time.
That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime.
Fuck it. Ribbon and send, baby.
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter. You'll make it work. God, this is right. You feel the familiar tremble of excitement and adrenaline that precedes every victory. Time, the cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it. Probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is ready.
Taking the surroundings.
A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind, everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball.
There's time for a last glance inward. Who am I?
An embodiment of pure motion, a fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency. Behold the fear and confusion reflecting in the eyes of the two feeble geezers. They are in awe of your superiority. You are a god to them. Some would still say you're a cop, but I guess we're beyond that now.
The inertia can be contained no more than a bullet leaving a gun. Let go. Be the bullet.
Merde! Bordel de merde! What the hell is your problem?
Well, not a weak right tricep, that's for sure.
I don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn disrespectful.
A man his age getting worked up like that? Better watch that blood pressure.
Wait, what?
You vandalized our game, son. We can't play petanque with 5 bull.
Sorry. P-Tank? I thought it was shot put.
Well, it damn well isn't. It's petanque. You ruined a petanque game. We want our bull back.
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull.
Okay, I'll try to fix this, I guess.
Good. Mistakes are forgiven when men at least try to right their wrongs. I believe you will try. Now, why did you approach us?
Held a message for... I'm screenshotting this. That's going in the fucking Discord. Automod held a message for reason, race, ethnicity, or religion. Allow will post it into chat. Extremely reminder that I hate French people. Yeah, that's about right. We'll allow that. We allow that.
Just talk. It'll smooth things over. Old people like attention.
Let's go in the fucking Discord. That's going in memes. Because it's a goddamn meme. Jesus Christ. I love it here. I adore it here. Do you know anything about the hanging man?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely.
Most of the locals?
In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
You don't have a problem with cops.
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
So again, you don't know anything.
If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
This is a man with a lot of past, but little present, and almost no future.
You seem to be playing in a crater.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
You know what made it?
I do. Fire from heavy artillery.
Okay. It's a crater left by artillery fire. But one quick question. But why, though? Why?
Why what?
Why was the heavy artillery used?
Because that's what happens when communists hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Who are the communards again?
Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like. They just chose the name to feel special. Senseless sentimentality.
Did you shoot at them?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
I'll call them Larry. Why shell them here in Martinez?
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first.
The beachhead?
Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol.
He finds your lack of historic knowledge troubling, a sign of mental deterioration in the preceding generations.
Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris. This here is Blood Ground,
sorry.
where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing petanque on their mangled corpses.
Blood Ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Explains all the war damage.
Damn right, son. They lit the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
He approves of this radical approach. Knows it was necessary.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Badunk, Llama Badunk, Dido. What the fuck did you just say to me?
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course, they still all influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players on the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
All right, let's weigh our options here. That's how it should be. Soft socialists paving the way for the hard working class to take over. Foreign powers cleaned up our mess and now they rule us. This coalition seems quite capable, actually. Commies just don't understand how money works. Nothing. I don't think. I just do. Any other options or no? Okay.
Don't.
I'm gonna go with 2. I think that's the most realistic option.
I'm sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frissel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case.
This royal failure weighs heavily on him.
So this Revachol is very clearly like a French stand-in, and this is sort of like their World War II.
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio. This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
You mentioned Guelam.
A true king in both blood and mind led Revachol before Frissel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
And who is Frissel?
Damn Frissel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
What exactly is a suzerain?
The suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already? They've forgotten already.
Soon, they will forget everything. Him too. Then he chooses anger over melancholy.
It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
Maybe it was a World War One. Damn. I saw the statue of Felipe III near the roundabout.
Ah, yes. King Philip III on his steed. A reminder of what Revachol once was.
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
Cocaine? Cocainum? Sounds like our kind of king. And just imagine what kind of cocaine a king would have had.
The very best.
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule.
How should a true king rule?
Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood.
Powerful leaders, not afraid to do what must be done. That's what this country needs. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
You haven't lived as long as I have, son. With age, a man learns certain things about real power, or else ends up a spineless socialist rat. Like Gaston here.
Shalom, you missed like a 20-minute segment where a guy went on a rant about, like, racial hierarchy to me. And unfortunately, I had to let him, because he is bigger than me and blocking something important. So now my character is meditating on advanced race theory so I can understand it properly and come back to him.
And the worst part of that, officer, is having to spend your days playing pétanque with an angry snake.
The carabinier doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve.
It truly is a fascinating game.
No one and nothing can change this man's mind. He is as rigid as they come, still in that antique uniform. It's a symbol for him.
Let's talk about something else.
Right.
It's like how you can't argue with Pop about racism because you're an Olive Garden. I just let him talk. I just let him get it out because who else is gonna let him get him out? You know, I still love and respect the man, for he is my grandfather. Though I may not agree with him on everything.
All you observe is a veteran refusing to let go of the past and his old uniform. This is not uncommon.
This is the uniform of the Royal Carabiniers in service of Frissel I, Guillaume le Lion, and the valiant King Philip V before him.
Don't you mean Frissel the Fan?
You do not speak his name, Craven, although he was a clown. But he was our clown, ours to ridicule and to mourn.
I let him yap and softly disagree before bringing up cars or monster. He's like a Twitch streamer. You just let him cook.
There's something you missed. You will get to it. Don't worry.
Well, thank you for your time. Sorry about ruining the game, but I'll see what I can do about that. What is this? Tire tracks leading onto the roof. The slush and rain almost washed them off. The spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fill the air. I see. Well, we shall depart due north now, for I have nowhere else to go. Or do. Or anything. Thank you for hydrate. It almost boils where they were real, man. Is there anything back here? No alleyway? Nothing? Okay. Just making sure it's not forced perspective that's hiding something from me. Never hide something from me. There used to be something painted up there. But I do not care to find out what.
The child. Destroy the child.
Nice. Hello, child. You're under arrest for calling me a fat...
I can't believe you didn't take the shot. Fucking coward. Waved a gun like a clown. Next time you point that shit at me, you better take the shot.
She continues to be here. All due to you being a coward and not shooting her. The contempt is thick enough to cut through with a knife. This kid is way, way worse than the other one.
Real. True. Let's keep it pushing. Oh, I can finally see what was all up here. The greenhouse for one. Isn't voiced by anyone from BG3? Are any of these characters voiced by anyone from BG3? Barrels half full of rainwater. Pure coincidence. Word. Ooh. Bum hat. Nosofed. For health. Very nice. Another splattering of bullet holes in this wall. Nope. Okay.
So much for a quiet smoke.
Dude, there's a person whom I can speak to. Sir!
There must be another way into the building.
Why was that so fucking loud?
I knew I should have quit.
Kim, what the fuck, dude? Chat, clip that. What the shit? Tell me about the case again.
What do you want to know?
Actually, I have all the information I need. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Hello, you up there, sir? Excuse me?
You see a young man on...
Damn, he's hot. What the fuck?
A cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice. Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame. Why are you whispering? Sounds like you're already in trouble. No trouble for me. I just want to know what's going on here.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
It's the god of cigarettes and youth. Ask him if he's got anything to spare.
Hold on, can I at least have a cigarette?
Apologies, but this is my last one.
The god himself has denied you absolution.
I need absolution!
Absolution? I don't know that brand, but I'm pretty sure you can get Astras at the Frit.
Can't you just, like, toss that one down?
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Shut up and throw it, kid!
I'm not throwing anything.
There's no way you'd catch that cigarette anyway.
Come on, really?
Yes, really. Don't even try. You'll just embarrass yourself.
You're right. That was obviously a bad idea. I forget I said anything.
As you wish.
Actually, the gendarmerie really need to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat. He keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Can you tell me anything about the hanging?
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Did you?
No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
The lieutenant takes out his little blue notebook and starts writing something down.
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He looks around the courtyard again. Old patio chairs and dead houseplants litter the scene.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
What kind of friend?
It was my Sunday friend.
A Sunday friend? How intriguing. Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. You can just spend time with pals, watching rugby and drinking beer.
What's your friend's real name? Did he see something?
He doesn't reply. Gesturing no with his cigarette. In the neighboring windows, you can see faint reflections of his silhouette, all from different angles.
Looking at this guy, that's definitely euphemism, and I'm interested in becoming his Monday friend.
Someone hides behind a curtain. Those windows have eyes, and those eyes are watching, spying on you three.
You can tell me your name?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Martin
But he's hot.
Good local name. Let's go with that.
All right, we'll talk later.
No. We won't.
He takes one last drag of his cigarette before stubbing it on the balcony.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Convince him to stay.
This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains?
Hey, listen. I'm just trying to make things okay again. Can we meet again somewhere else?
For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes, compassion, and a hint of understanding.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
His voice is soft and deliberate. With a flick of his wrist, he sends the cigarette butt sailing over the rail.
But, hold on. What's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door. It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
Huh. Thank you. I'll see you later. Still got it.
He's gone.
We should run after him, see where he went.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
So we just give up?
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there. If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
Great, let's do that. Touch the rock!
A stone, like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it. There's a key beneath it.
Key?
Rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door. Pity doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments and the man can be in any of them.
And we're gonna find the right one.
We'll just have to go in and see.
Okay. Alright. Find all armor pieces. You want all the armor pieces. Deck yourself out in full metal battle-hardened glory. No, this will take a while. Like, a long while. What is the race enigma? Replace Los Bull. Smoker on the balcony. Ask around for his apartment number. Yes, indeed. Indeed I shall. Is that a penis drawn on the door? We're gonna ignore that. Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. Whoops. My fault. I was hungry. What is this? Ooh. Flip up glasses, the auditor. This gives me bonus in logic, -1 in authority. Why would that give me less authority, dude? It's the auditor. That sounds awesome. Alright. Well, now I am drippier than I were before. We should ask around inside before we go checking outside on, like, the balcony or whatever. An old shoe rack. Boots and sneakers. Old slippers. Snoring is scary, somehow. You should leave. Oh. Hello? Oh, it's a communal bathroom. Cool. What is that? Touchables. Touch everything. Take the money. Classic human nature. I've got like a Groucho Marx thing going on right now. What's this? Someone's drawn a 5-pointed star on the wall. The Star of David.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says, number 11. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it.
We could use some chain cutters here to cut the shackle.
Why would we want to break into some random citizen's apartment?
Snip, snip, my friend.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word. His face wiped clear of any emotion.
I suppose if one were committed to it, there's a pair of chain cutters in the kinema.
No reply. No reply. No reply.
That's like a beat.
No reply. No reply. No reply. No reply.
Anyway, moving on. We'll come back to that in a second. What is that?
You hear
it's like
someone
eyes up there.
walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10. The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. You can feel tension on the other side. A poor communard from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
What? This time the steps come closer. Who is this? Demands a female voice, very intense.
Do I have to open the door?
You hear the clacking of heels again as the other side walks right up to the door. Her tone is now getting a defensive edge.
Did you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
Car. The door 19. The door 9 is blocked. What is that? What? Oh, postcard. Money! Hello?
Give me a moment.
Why?
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
This woman's health is failing her. There's not much to do. Not in this damp.
Are you alright? Should I call a doctor?
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me.
You're still worried. It's very worrying.
Now, What do you want from me, policeman?
Who are you?
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways.
Did I just hear a clock? Oh, that was my clock. I was like, did I just hear a clock change? Like a lock?
I have a little
click.
room upstairs right next to the coal room. It's barely bigger than a closet, but I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company, and that's all I need from this world.
And all she gets, too. The coastal wind beats down hard on the coal room door outside. Splashes of waves make the balcony slippery.
I have a few questions about those apartments.
Ask away, policeman.
Who lives in 10?
No one lives there. It's been empty for months.
But I just talked to someone through the door.
Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there. Maybe it's those countercultural people again, breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you?
Sure, I'll go see what I can find.
Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans.
Who lives behind the padlocked door?
Oh, that one is a scientist, a future scholar. I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study.
Astrology?
Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall.
Are you sure you don't mean astronomy?
That's what I said. Astrology.
The lieutenant shakes his head as though to say, let it go.
I hate to say it, but I honestly don't know the difference at the top of my head. Sis, help?
Come on, people. Try to keep up any standards here. It's not about stars. It's... forget it.
That's all, thanks.
She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
I'm looking for Martin Martinez.
Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry.
No, you don't understand. I'm looking for a real person named Martin Martinez. He told me he's Martin Martinez anyway.
Pea-brain. Someone played a trick on you. Martin Martinez is a name for anyone who comes from Martinez, like Jim Jamrock or Raoul Ravachol.
Oops. You really didn't get the joke there.
I thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer, we don't have the witness's name.
How about a young male in his mid-20s? Dark hair, skinny build, sexy eyes. A smoker on the balcony. Know where he lives?
Yes, I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble. I just want to talk to him. Do you know where he lives?
Talk?
Astronomy, stars, astrology, behavior patterns associated with it, crystal girlies.
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
Thanks. I'm off. Buying squad for the rich. What is this? Foreclosed by Martinez Realty Associates. Someone has torn down the wall. Waves crashing in the darkness.
A shift in temperature. The air chills around you. Dust settles on the stony floor. The former architect stands before a slice of window, a room plan in her hand. A cold wave has made the air in the building stand still and frozen, with temperatures falling down to minus 20 degrees Celsius.
Her face
is red from the cold. She's breathing on her fingers, clasping the plan. Traces of sadness are visible in her expression.
The plan.
Faint pencil lines on paper depict the same place, but a missing eastern wall connects the room with the neighboring apartment. Ideas for arranging the furniture have been jotted down.
Look around yourself.
It's clean and empty. with new tapestry embellishing the walls. A standard HB graphite pencil has fallen off a three-legged stool in the middle of the room.
Ugh. Freaky. What's in the fridge? Money and drugs. An old grocery list on the table. Checks. Free money. Infinite money. Go on in. Hello?
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Yeah, when were you last tested?
Had a battery of tests just last week. I'm practically a patchwork of interesting critters. Kinda like a man-o'-war.
She's grown frustrated with her work and welcomes the opportunity to challenge authority in other ways. That smell coming from her paint bucket, it's not paint, it's heavy fuel oil.
Is that heavy fuel oil?
Red-dyed heavy fuel oil intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
She really did it. She's proud of it too.
Fuse a bathroom, okay?
Something to think about next time you're driving around in your pretty little piggy carriage.
What you looking at?
The lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms.
That's... what? She nods disdainfully toward the woman performing maintenance on the boat docks next to the pier.
Hatred? Disgust? It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
Who's that?
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Who is she?
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing. You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet.
Nice.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to Ozon.
You know anything about the recent murder?
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
There seems to be a distinct lack of them.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
See?
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
So you won't talk about the murder, but maybe you can tell us something about the murder victim's missing armor.
What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells?
Isn't armor art? Art for the body?
Ugh, alright. Sad piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military-grade handwear. Look cute as hell. If you haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza. Have a good time.
Got it.
Piggy, I have no idea why I just told you that. You look like a shaggy dog left in the rain for too long. I have a weakness for animals.
What are you doing to the wall?
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
I have an opinion on this. Want to hear it?
Yeah?
I love public art. Don't mind us. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
You've lessened her desire to deface the building.
Well, catch you later, Cindy.
Watch your back, Ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
I do have eyes on me. They're right under my eyebrows! What's in here? What is in here? What the fuck is this? Just the coal room. Pants. Why are they in here? Okay. Cool. Nice. We have some sporting jeans now. Minus reaction speed. These are both +1 electrochemistry. But this is reaction speed at the cost of savoir faire.
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something soft, yet crinkly. Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots.
Nice.
You should inspect it closer if you have time. Something about the wrapper's texture is familiar. Not familiar in a good way, you might say. There's pain in there somewhere.
Alright. Let's inspect it.
A crinkled chewing gum wrapper. The worn label reads, Tutti Frutti. It smells faintly of apricots, with a barely noticeable twinge of cinnamon.
Why do I care about this?
Good question. There is no answer or secret phrase written on the inside of the wrapper. Yet you're drawn to it. Drawn by regret. Stop before you hurt yourself with a Tutti Frutti wrapper. Throw it away, please.
I'll hang on to it just in case.
You carefully fold the wrapper into a square before putting it back into your pocket, lovingly even, despite the strange feeling of regret.
Cool. This is where the old woman sleeps. And coal. Very nice. Well, back to it. We're gonna find that gay man and have gay sex with him. A box. Money! Hello, I like money. Oh, fuck. I can't go up there. Shit. Well, I went the wrong way completely. But that was informative. I have learned something. I want to talk to this gay man before I end stream. Not that I'm, not fine going for like another hour or so. I do quite enjoy this. It's just, would like to not be as long as the previous one was. Million year long stream. Year distant traffic, night is falling on the city. Maroon glow of light pollution rises from the east. The breaker box is full of silver butts and electric wires. Nice. Money? Money. What room did you say it was? 23? Something like that. Okay. Just a door, nothing for you right here, right now. Someone's growing rosemary, thyme, and a cactus.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
28.
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening.
It is the evening.
We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
What do you mean?
The smoker on the balcony. This is why we're here, right? He might know something about the murder. So tomorrow 9 p.m.?
Suddenly, he's a little worried about your memory.
Sounds good.
Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right here. Apartment number 28. Good, let's go.
Remember, tomorrow, he's probably gone for today.
Alright. I guess there's nothing else for it here. So instead of talking to the sexy gay man, we're gonna go all the way back and talk to the gray fox on the boat. Okay, I'm not gonna knock it. I'm a fan of both. brightly the boat shines. More loot. More garbage. I can get in this? Oh, I got a pry bar. So many options of things to look at in this game. Oh, those are signs. I thought that was the machine there. Looks like there was more construction here once decades ago. Drugs. Very nice. We have a stockpile of drugs now. Hello. How are you?
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Good evening, officers. I'm Joyce. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbor. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
Shake her hand.
I'm glad to see you here. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
Thank you, Kim.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
It's hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
You're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
Does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati.
Oh, what's up, Phoenix? Welcome back.
Because that's the type of sloop it is.
Cool. I love slopes. I'm having a great time.
The word "it" feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name. A breeze ripples through the sails and tugs at your hair. Below, the sleek, fish-like shape of the hull parts the water. Beneath that, a resounding darkness. You're reminded of something. Or someone.
That's cool and all. This boat really needs a name.
Okay. How about Cordelati 19? Why? Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cordelati, and its hull is 19 paces long.
How about Dolores?
Why Dolores?
I don't know. Feels pretty.
Well, it means nothing to me. I think I'll stick with the factory name. But thank you for the suggestion.
What kind of boat is it?
It's a pleasure craft. A 19-pacer. It
a
also happens
pleasure
to be
craft.
rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business.
How do you like it?
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
I agree.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Do you have a license for this boat?
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Qualified pleasure craft operator. So charming. Where's the damn license?
Where's your license?
I just renewed its safety inspection last month, officers. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, it's taken part in not one, but two insulindic regattas. Even finished once.
What happened the other time?
The other time, I would have finished the race were it not for an urgent work matter, much like the one I'm on now.
Still need to see the license, ma'am.
Actually, you don't.
I'm pretty sure I do. I police.
It is a little-known fact among those who police that the Wayfarer Act specifically denies the RCM the authority to demand anyone's operator license.
But exactly how little known is this fact?
I was just being polite. Even school children know the Wayfarer Act.
Makes sense, I guess. Look at me.
No need to resort to self-pity, detective. You can still ask for her passport.
You need to save face if you want her respect. Demand that passport.
Yes, I'm gonna need to see your passport.
Of course.
She searches through the pockets of her raincoat, producing a bundle of documents in a sealed plastic bag.
The woman is silent, smiling while the waves lap against the hull. In your hand, under the plastic, a light blue passport saying, Republic of Vespa. The coat of arms has a lion and an ostrich. Seagent. The woman, born in the year 3 in the commune of Revachol, smiles at you. Face adorned with frown lines and crow's feet. The photo is recent. The name reads, Rejoice Leighton Messier.
Your name is Rejoice?
Yes. But please don't call me that.
Why?
Joyce is much more efficient.
She doesn't like it. Probably a bad memory. Mean girls at school or some ancient lover.
You're from Vesper?
My husband is. I have dual citizenship. A Vespertine is handier when traveling.
Everything appears to be in order?
She nods and returns the plastic bag to her coat.
Not a lot of people on boats, are there?
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
There is a pinch of defensiveness in her voice, but it is playful.
Wait, we're on an archipelago?
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
Caillou? I thought we were in Revachol.
We are. And the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou.
Still haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around here.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
She's having a good time arguing against the law. Too good, perhaps.
I think I have a handle on this boat thing.
Good.
You seem rich. Can I have some money?
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
Why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub.
What lustrous hair.
A well-kempt, yet tastefully short bob of dark hair. Despite the first hints of grey, she's elected to keep it au naturel, shaped into a permanent wave, late 40s style, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry. Wealth and all its possibilities.
Yeah, so?
Now look at you. You misery-clad simian. Barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead, and your underwear feels uncomfortable. You're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
I'm a goddamn working man. I'm not ashamed to shake this leech for some dough. What is this feeling? I've never felt it before.
Shame? You haven't really been in the presence of gentlefolk either, have you? What shame is there to be felt in front of these dock workers, cops, and hotel clerks, but to belittle yourself in these eyes of Odinin?
Waters of nothing.
Oh God, the lieutenant is here too. Do not dishonor the force.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
I think it'll break her enough to work.
I am sorry. It just doesn't come out of your mouth. What does is...
money.
Excuse me? I didn't hear you. Did you say money?
No, I didn't. Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
What do you know about these tattoos?
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
So you know something about the tattoos?
Better not tie the fourth day to the backstay on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
I've officially solved advanced race theory. We'll collect that in a moment.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
What about the lynching?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation.
I eated it.
The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
Remember when my partner told you I'd recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My brain is melting out of my ears right now. Anyway, my badge is gone because of it.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
I could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything. This world, this city, nothing.
Oh dear. I suppose this does explain some of the more curious turns in our conversation.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Yeah.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
How do I negotiate my way out of this?
She's a negotiator. Just float a favor at her. Insinuate.
Surely there's some other way to demonstrate our law enforcement credentials.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Like?
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason. The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones. Or you can recover your badge. Though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Excuse us for a moment, madam.
Advanced race theory.
Suddenly I know. White people are...
Everything is calm in
gay.
the eye of the race storm. Your mind is lucid and bright. The mind-bending phylogenetics appear more distant and, to be fair, a little ridiculous. The great race mystery has cleared up. All that's left to do is verbalize your thoughts. Go and talk to Measurehead about your newly found insights.
Cool.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
How Joe will go.
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance and, not volunteer us to be her henchmen.
Oh, so we're henchmen now.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
What do you propose, that we don't investigate the drug trafficking?
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
We could just, find my badge.
Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large, and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters. You could request a new one from the station, but that would literally take months.
I'm sorry for putting us in this situation. I'll handle it.
I'm sure you will, Detective.
Well, let's get back to it.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I have to level Volition to do that. Can I? Volition I can level. I wonder how I can get more skill points. Or if I can see how close I am to the next level. 25. Tell me what Wild Pines, what do you do?
We do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
So what do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things. And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
How much money do they have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
A billion?
What exactly is a billion?
It's a number, officer. A big one.
What's it made of?
It's made of 1,000 millions. A million is made of 1,000 thousands.
The money I owe is so much less than that.
Yes, past a certain point, numbers begin to seem imaginary. But they are quite real for the 72,000 employees who depend on Wild Pines for their paychecks. A conglomerate the size of Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving and growing, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It is a tremendous responsibility.
Where does Wild Pines get all these billions?
They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lomantang on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
What does such a huge system want with a place like this?
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
8% of all cargo in the world? That's quite the endeavor indeed.
There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over. I'm here to assure that doesn't happen.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
I need money!
Voila, you're doing it. Really put your back into it. Yell it from the top of your lungs.
Money!
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. The wind is a bit strong. Could you repeat that?
I need money!
How much money?
I need $1 billion real. I need 70 bucks.
That's a reasonable sum. Not too small, not fantastically large.
She reaches into her raincoat and pulls out a zip bag. In it, you see some paper notes arranged like black gills.
She removes a few notes and hands them to you.
Nice.
The paper is cold and oily to the touch. Whoa, whoa. Did you see how easy that was? Ask her for more. Toot toot, train to Moneytown.
Nay, 'twould be dishonorable, and mine honor is my life. Can I have some more, please?
This may seem like odd behavior for a police officer, man, but it's a perfectly common side effect of his unusual medical episode.
It's all right, Lieutenant. I really did bring as little cash with me as possible to avoid attention. So here you are. The last bit of filthy lucre I can share.
Nice.
So, I hope I didn't just bribe you, officer. It may not be technically illegal under the Emergency Act, but still.
You bribed me, all right. I'm your little peon now.
You're right, man, that donations are permitted under the Emergency Act, unseemly as it may be, as long as they are properly logged with the precinct.
Which he most certainly will do. Now, how else can I help the RCM today, besides supplementing its salaries?
Tell me about drugs.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samaran Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
They come through the terminal?
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics.
Hello,
it's
Fez.
our business to know. And no, As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
And you want us to investigate?
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dockworkers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
Am I going to need bolt cutters for this?
Unlikely, officer. I'm talking about the lorries.
Ah, the races.
Once the ingredients reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers, well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they may be vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment. I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
Okay, I've made up my mind about the smuggling investigation.
Yes?
We will take this case, probe the drivers, see what it yields.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open.
All right.
I suspect the traffic jam won't disperse for a few more days. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
Thank you. That's all for now.
Of course, Detective. Take care.
Thank you, Joyce. Now I need to go all... Get jump scared by an autosave again. I want to internalize that. I want to internalize this. I want to internalize a lot of shit. Wild Pines, Feld, Capri, Tricentennial, Villiers, and La Salle. Names of Rochelian Indo tribes. Spring into your head. Set loose at the mention of Wild Pines. Royal monopolies, octopuses, and swordfish. Most of them gone now. YBP, expander. What is this? What is the point of this? Is there one missing? Wait, no. We're only 14. Why do you feel like there was a 15th Indo tribe? Weird. Alright. Nothing I can think about for now. Let's keep her pushing. I have to go clear up me debt so that I still have a place to sleep at the end of the night. Hope that manager's still around. Kid, ain't it late? Shouldn't you be going to bed?
The lights are so pretty when it gets dark.
Okay, see you around. Hope your mom lets you inside at some point. Jesus Christ. Oh. There are living people here. Ain't that special? Hello, sir.
Can I help you?
It's about the money I owe.
Yes. Have you got it?
I do.
Well?
Here it is. Sorry for the trouble.
Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered.
He's not sorry about his behavior for your sake. Now that you have money, he really wants to make sure you're not angry with him.
Nice.
It's good you paid before 9 p.m., or your door would have been locked electronically.
Oh, that was close then.
Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
Good lord.
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
No, it's okay.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type.
Wait, there are Capo types?
Yes. Guess what's yours?
Cool Cop? I was kind of hoping for Superstar Cop.
That is only a ludicrous daydream. Guess again. You're the...
Cool Cop?
No, you're the sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we?
How did this happen?
Huge lack of enthusiasm going on in here.
Won't the other Capo types be jealous?
What? Jealous of the sorry cop? I think they'll be fine. Don't worry. They'll be super, super fine. It'll be totally okay. You can dual Copo type from sorry to anything.
Fucking... They should be sorry.
Yes, yes. Impotent rage and lamentation. Let's wrap it up?
You know, actually, I'm not sorry. I changed my mind.
No, you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Stop wasting time and begin the repentance.
I'm sorry.
Of course you are. It's okay. See if you can get something out of this, like info. Or maybe every time you say you're sorry, you get $1 million. That won't happen.
Okay. I have no clue how this happened. Okay, I need to unlock a new slot. Learning cap for perception raised to 5. Speed gives 1 psi. All endurance white checks unlocked. Learning cap for endurance raised to 4. Learning cap for rhetoric raised to 5. Mystery is mostly aesthetic. Okay. I guess I don't need this. We can forget that. It's not quite necessary. How did I not get Superstar Cop? I'm gonna Google this now because I feel lightly upset that I'm not a Superstar Cop. Sorry, Cop 4. Superstar 6, dude! How did I not get Superstar Cop? Superstar Capo type. I'm Googling this right now. How? With points tracked in the journal as well as honor points hidden for the hidden honor Capo type. Earning 4 points in any given category will prompt a thought orb that, if accepted, gives Harry a corresponding thought. Whichever Capo type is accepted first will be the primary Capo type throughout the rest of the playthrough, but multiple Capo types thoughts may be acquired and internalized. Choose dialogue that boasts about Harry's partying, mentions disco, refers to him as a superstar, talks about having fans, or is just generally act narcissistic and self-absorbed. After gaining 4 points, a composure thought orb will appear, and if accepted, will form some sort of Superstar Cop. How did I not have that? Apologize whenever possible and continue self-deprecating dialogue. After getting 4 points, a suggestion thought orb will appear. Huh. After speaking to guard, choose the option to live in a dumpster during the encyclopedia thought orb will forward the hobo cop thought. That's fucking hilarious. Huh. I want to be a Superstar Cop, though. I guess Sorry Cop does make the most sense. I'm not really going to load a save as such. But, you know, I mean, that's not the most interesting option to have. It's just one of those things. Sorry Cop does fit the character I'm kind of playing right now. Like, that is the most realistic. Alright, Kim, let's get some rest for the night. I'm not sure there's much else we can do at 8 o'clock. Perhaps that woman is around. Finally.
The door is closed.
Okay, never mind. Well, Kim, this is mine. Looks like shit. It is.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Okay, so I have 30 minutes still. Alright. Never mind then. My mistake. Oh. Nothing on the front page rings a bell. Strange. Oh, the newspaper. Okay, that makes sense. I want to be a Superstar Cop. Perhaps I can still get the Superstar Cop thing. I have 6. This should have happened already. Okay. Whatever. Wait, am I seriously such a centrist that all of these are like level? Except for liberal and moralist. That's fascinating. That is actually fascinating. Quick! We've got to get down to the docks! I've got to tell them I've learned racism! Excuse me, good sir. I'm racist now. I know how to race. Good evening.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
I think I know what the race enigma is.
And?
It's shit. Let me know the fucking armor. This racecraft is what rich people want us to do while they get all the money. It's just something you shock people with, liberal and progressives people. It's whatever you want it to be. It's a free association language exercise to generate race hero. It's about you being conflicted about your quick girlfriend, isn't it? I don't know about the rest, but it's clear I should stop drinking the ancient Ilmarin mind poison Al Ghul. This dump is ready to be superseded by the Aeropagite superstate. I can serve as a clerk in your administration. Maybe you need a cop. It's about you being conflicted, isn't it?
Look, babe. When confronted with the demise of his entire race, the bourgeois alcoholic degenerate focuses on gossip. Other people's lives are a refuge for him. From the burning race wreckage of his own.
That's just tactless, Jan.
Effeminate gossip mongerer. I take pity on your tabloid-driven urges. You clearly want to enter the harbor bad, like a little boy who wants to go on the potty. I can press the button for you. It will open the door.
That's all I wanted.
Very well. You may enter the door once. Our race conversation here has concluded.
Okay.
Finally. Let's go.
I don't know if I should say this for tomorrow or not. Like, I don't know if I have time with only 30 minutes left in this day. But that's fine. We'll check it out anyway. There's a shit ton of things to interact with here. Let's go over what I can take. And apparently I can take a lot. Another postcard. Les Jardins. Drugs. Ooh. Actually, sick-ass glasses. Way drippier than the ones I have on now.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "The machine
10 cents.
swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move."
Fuck it.
Your fingers run over the dial pad.
Yo!
005. That's the dialing code for Revachol. 4952. And a moment
Yo, we
of
fucking take
hesitation
those.
before entering the final numbers. 993. Calling. Calling. Still calling. Then.
Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lamy. How may I help you? Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lamy.
Do you know me?
No.
What is this place to me?
Sir, I don't know. It's a video rental. Maybe you rent videos here.
Why did I call you?
Maybe you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period?
Maybe. But I don't even know my name.
If you need any further assistance, you can visit us on the corner of Voyager and Main. I can't help you over the phone. Are we done?
He thinks you're pulling a prank on him. On the corner of Voyager and Main, a large neon sign hangs on the side of a building. Video Revachol, 24 hours. It's raining and there is almost no traffic on the street. A woman's footprints in the mud lead away from the front door.
Interesting.
Tiny heels tiptoeing down the road. Beautiful steps, light-footed with a lifetime ahead of them. You look up and the air seems to grow darker. Suddenly you feel like you don't want to hear about video rentals anymore. You don't want to hear about any of it. It was all shit. It's over.
What was all shit?
It.
Kim, I feel sad about Video Revachol 24 hours.
That's enough for you today. Let's conclude this call.
We're done. Why did I go here again? Oh, right. Duh, to go in the harbor. And to get the sweet loot over here. Which I can't seem to do from this angle. Well, can't go over there. Can explore this way. What's in here?
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud.
This is where René works. Have a look around.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man, René, is dressed in a Royal Carabinier uniform. The girl is young and very pretty. She is smiling playfully at the camera.
Okay.
René looks like he's about to smile. This photo must be tied to some good memories.
All right.
Why did you take that picture of René?
I'm gonna ask him about it.
You're really interested in that old soldier. Not sure I understand your fascination, but sure. As long as it doesn't take up a whole lot of time.
All right. He's just neat, that's all. Can I not go down these? Are there not stairs here? Okay, can't go that way. Guess I'm going this way. What was that? Just had a thought. Fine. I don't. Okay. You can interact with this. Interesting.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friesel. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover.
Let's flip through.
To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white. After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections. International developments, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
I will put that away for later. I simply do not have the time. I'm also forgetting why I'm here in the first place, but there's no direct path to get that Muni. What does this do? A button.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marche and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block.
Go and stop, by the way, in that order.
With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Okay. And it is now lowered. Uh-oh. It's tipping. Steady on.
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down.
Well, all right.
This crane was built with a purpose, which has now been fulfilled. To move this container.
What's inside the container?
Who can say? All you know is, it's special.
I can't see how that was worth the ruckus, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Well, to see what's in the box, obviously. Come on, man, keep up. What's this? God, walk so slowly. Money! Drugs! What's in the box? Enter.
Before you stands a cargo container. Just one of many in the yard.
I think there's something special about this container.
You do? Because I don't.
What? Why not?
There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
It was hanging from the crane.
You just picked one out because you wanted to interact with a cargo container. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to get the body down from the tree.
No reply. You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked.
Okay.
To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Persuade the door to open.
Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Because getting a physical wasn't an option.
Because what wasn't an option?
Using my body over my wits.
Now is not the time to get philosophical, detective. You can do that after hours.
Nothing more to do here for now. Let's keep her pushing. I forget why I'm here or how this will help. The great machines are sleeping. One says vermilion. Ah, a cut cable. The musk of oil and rust comes from the chasm in front of you. It smells like blood. Yeah? Do I not have I have a pry bar? Will that help? Ah, it does. Ooh. Drip. Drippy gloves. Very nice. All right. I look like a knockoff of Dr. Freeman from Half-Life. Ooh, money. Just as thermos. Smells like burnt coffee. Nice, dude. I just keep... Everything's coming up me. Container. What's up, bro?
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along.
Indeed.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
Hi!
Everard, he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like an arsehole for no apparent reason.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
What is with you people in scabs?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat. Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
What's in that container over there?
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Told you.
I'm looking for the leader of the Dockworkers Union.
Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood. Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Patience. Deep down you have the mental power to keep listening. Not many would, but you do.
Had an arithmetics teacher, Miss Bellows. Her real name was Miss Bellams. She was a real pretty lady, but when she got mad, all the boys liked her, if you know what I mean, mister. We used to sneak in her yard in the dark and peek through the window. One time we saw Miss Bellows with a fellow. Yes, we did, mister. Them was naked too. That's all I got to say about that.
Very interesting, very interesting. Thank you for telling me the whole thing.
Thank you. Almost forgot. Mr. Everett is usually in that container over there, but he usually leaves around 10 p.m., so you gotta be quick if you want to catch him.
Okay, I'm off.
Bye-bye now.
Thank you, Leo. Very insightful. Hello. Everard. You in here, bruv? Boy, sounds like someone's working up a storm. He built just like me. Large. And in charge.
Before you is
Jesus
the walrus
Christ.
of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
Dude, that is the least flattering portrait in this entire game.
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you. A typical power play. Wait for him to speak first. Show him you've got a backbone.
Say nothing, look him dead in the eye.
The one good eye of this man fills you up without even flickering. The other, his lazy eye, is constantly moving like a goldfish in a tank, grotesquely magnified by his +6 glasses. For a moment, you don't know where to look. It is unbearably humid in the trailer. Beads of sweat slide down the man's forehead.
Corn.
Yet, he's unperturbed, holding his own.
Keep staring.
At first, nothing happens. His face wears a wide and self-satisfied smile. Every now and then, he smacks his big lips. Like a general over his maps, he plots his moves. Judging by the way he's licking his chops, it's going to be a good one.
So...
He begins to speak, albeit very slowly, purposely leaving a pause after his opener.
Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi, how nice that you
I have a
found
last
a
name.
moment to pay a visit to the Debardairs Union. I'm Everard Clare, head of this little operation here.
Harry Dubois.
Please, have a seat.
The folding chair looks like a torture device. Extremely uncomfortable.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Why are you calling me Mr. Dubois?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it. Filter it out. He's trying to throw you off your game with this Dubois nonsense. Don't give him the pleasure.
I don't sit. It's kind of my thing.
Very well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions.
As he nods, his multiple chins move like ocean waves.
I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at eye level. Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave.
Damn, that's a nasty play. He's got you, a titan of volition, in a fork. Guess you just have to sit or leave.
All right.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
Damn, this chair's uncomfortable.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debardairs Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Getting violated by a chair?
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
He points to a giant novelty check on his deck. It's absolutely comically huge.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days.
Nice.
And patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
Hey, that's 25 real. That's good money. Think of all the stuff you could.
Wait, you know Gart?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
You know what? Buddy, 25 bucks. It's only enough to keep me good for one night. I think you keep it, I'm good.
Okay, okay. I respect a man with principles. No handouts, then.
He crosses his arms on his ample midsection and sinks further into his chair.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
I would appreciate any help you could provide.
Are you all right, Harry? You seem anxious. Don't be. Everything's going. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
Don't panic.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
No, I'm not about to cry.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
Keep sliding down the chair like a jello shot.
While Everard is distracted by your odd behavior, the lieutenant's eyes are mapping everything around you. The folder, desk, papers on the wall.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
Oh yeah, man. I'm fucking great. Keep sliding. I'm melting.
Don't be dramatic. I can see your condition isn't terminal.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
You call me Mr. Dubois. Why?
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard, I call you Harry.
That's what the hanged corpse called you. Harry.
That's really my name, huh?
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
I think the odds of that are very low.
It's true, my memory's a bit hazy.
I assure you, there's nothing to be ashamed of, Harry. You're among friends, and the good news is, I have a big fat folder on you, Harry. I'm sure you have a lot of questions to ask. Maybe I can help you out.
Yeah, let me see everything, dude.
Don't trust him. For all you know, Dubois might be his name. You need to confirm this.
I'm sure you had some concerns you thought I might be able to address. And you were probably right. I can.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Asking too many questions will make you look weak. You should maybe focus on the folder.
What kind of cop does it say I am?
Harry, you're not simply a cop, you're a star. A bright shining star in the drab law enforcement sky, outshining all other stars. You're a superstar.
That's what I like about you, Everett. You get me.
Of course I do, Harry. And I'm gonna help you shine. I'm gonna put you on all the big
Say 7
stages.
deranged
Your
superstar
name in
lines.
giant neon letters. Harry Dubois.
The giant neon sign reading Harry Dubois, hanging from the Cavalson crane, can be seen all the way to Jamrock.
Hell yeah.
Somewhere in Mirova, a beautiful woman sees the bright glow on the horizon and says to herself, "Oh my God, I shouldn't have left him."
Do you know anything about my family? Do I have a wife or kids or...
Family? Harry, you're not a family man. There's not one peep of family in here. Unless you think you're a family man. Do you strike yourself as a family man, Harry?
I think I do. I'd be a wonderful father.
Well, yes. I'm sure you're going to make one little boy or a girl very happy and proud one day, Harry.
All right, let's talk to matters and other
Of course, Harry,
things for the
of
moment.
course. Let's not linger on personal details and amnesia. You wanted something from me.
I met Joyce, the company representative.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
Just pals?
Yes, we're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you shouldn't work with her just because you and I are such good friends. I'm not a jealous guy.
Whoa, that's so nice of him. Suspiciously nice.
Why haven't you let her in to see you?
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
Solid point.
He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple as that.
Are you sure? I find it a little odd.
I'm just a nice guy, Harry. I wouldn't be where I am now if I wasn't nice. Politics is all about emotions, and I want you to have positive emotions when you think of me.
Okay then. Positive emotions it is. You like positive emotions.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization.
Okay.
I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everett doesn't mind.
Okay.
It is rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now.
Indeed.
This is weird. Not nice weird, but okay.
Bet you're gonna ask me how I got in?
Honestly, I didn't want to bring it up, Harry. I heard you have become Measurehead's race pupil.
Yeah, I'm a big racist. It's basically like that in my head all the time. I'm not a race pupil, I just listen to some of the things he had to say.
Of course, Harry, of course. You're not some kind of a fantastic racist now. And rest assured, no one's gonna hear about it. No one's gonna know what you did with race there, Harry. Your race bonanza is safe with me. Word of how racy it got will never leave Martinez.
You can see the map of Revachol in your head. Dozens of red arrows are pointing outwards from Martinez, moving all across the city.
This guy's gonna tell everyone I'm racist.
Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
Could you help me get a dead body down from a tree?
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. A steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
You're a community leader. Help your community out.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values. But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you.
He looks with the handset of a radio phone to his right, then clicks a button.
Jean-Luc, my boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help with. Namely, they need it to be taken down. And, Jean, please take it easy with the race science. He's had enough of that.
He hangs up and turns back to you.
You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates, but you already knew that. Anyway, he's going to help you.
Let's talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to help you, like I'm helping you with the body. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
What do I level now? Suggestion could be good. I guess the next time I see a thing, I'll level that. Since there's a butt.
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
Kim, is that true? Are we door-opening machines?
I'm not sure I understand. If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen.
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing shady about it.
Does this jiggling ooze think he's going to use
jiggling ooze?
He's got another thing coming. Play his game, son, with your eyes peeled. He's going to slip up, and when he does, you're going to come out on top.
But you don't even know anything about the hanging.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
Why don't you just open it yourself then?
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
Whose door is it?
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
What do you mean by a weasel?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly. Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
Emmett, fine, I'll look into it. We need to talk about the murder.
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the
Woopak,
next level.
welcome for joining. Welcome to the Crab Crew. Thank you for joining.
You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates.
Yes.
Manana's like a free agent in the Union.
Hello.
Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry. Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
Let's talk about my lost gun.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas,
First playthrough,
everyone.
Yes, it is. I have no clue what I'm doing. Okay, maybe you can elucidate this for me. Where is this? I have 7 points in Superstar Cop. But the option for Sorry Cop came up first. I didn't get an option to go for Superstar Cop. I went with Sorry Cop. I said yes to it because that seemed like the most applicable for the character I'm playing, which is just sort of straight edge learning about the character and like what the, like the most lore relevant answer would be, I think. But how did I not get Superstar Cop? Why did it not give me an option? My first playthrough was Sorry Cop because I'm a pussy. Dude, dap me up. Give me some skin, bro. So real for that.
Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
Don't think it always tells you. Okay.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage. Who knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do it.
Does this mean if I do things for you, I'll get my gun back?
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
He is not.
Of course. I understand. We help you, you help us.
Played 20 hours before finding the fast travel? Okay, well, what's the fast travel? I've already been here about 8 hours, dude. Cut me the time. Just from the map? You can fucking do that? You can do that? There's only like 5 places? Okay, word. What's in that container outside your office?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
There's something special about it. It was attached to the crane.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container.
How did you
should at least try convincing it.
Sure. I'm told the union is involved with the local drug trade.
What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any jolly fat guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this?
Nah.
You've hurt me, Harry. Me, a friend. But you know what?
And gets over it in 2 seconds. Seems like it didn't really hurt him.
I trust you, like I trust all my friends. And I know you'll never talk to me about this again, because you don't want to wound me. So do what you want, and let's change the subject.
Car.
Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to do what we must.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry.
None taken. Did we have anything else to do here, Harry?
I don't know why he's so locked in on me. I want to talk about
Let's
me for
hear
a
it,
second.
Harry.
Where did you get that folder?
Ah, this? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
I'm afraid this is meant for Union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. Please continue, Harry.
Let's get this straight. What is my full name?
It's Harry. Harry Dubois.
You feel like a Dubois, but you don't feel like a Harry. Strange.
I feel like a Dubois, but not quite like a Harry. Something longer.
Sure, okay. You're Harold. Harmon. Haroldamus? But that's not what the record says. The record says Harry Dubois, a real man's name. Mr. Kitsuragi doesn't seem even slightly empathetic to your memory loss, Harry. I, however, wish to help you any way I can.
You know where I live?
But of course, Harry. Your precinct is the 41st and you live in Jamrock. You're a Jamrock boy. A long way from home, but that's okay.
It's very useful.
As you look at the folder,
Ooh.
Everard covers it with his hand and pets it. Is he trying to hide that it's not a real RCM folder? It certainly doesn't have the RCM stamp on it.
It's not an RCM folder.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
Sure, I'll keep it in mind.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man, so is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
That means he doesn't really know anything about you. A pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
So the Census Bureau says my name is Harry Dubois.
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on.
Everard, I'm gonna leave now, but we might talk again later.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Thanks, just wondering I'm supposed to get out.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
Alright. You fat piece of shit. I'm out of here. Ah! Autosave jump scare. Frick yeah. And so I walk away into the darkness, the great wide unknown, with my crowbar and cool gloves that I just stole. Talk to that guy on my way back, I guess. Ah! Steam jump scare. Well, I suppose we should be making our way back to the sleeping quarters. Though I really should have taken that money. Oh, well, let's give this an option. Real quick, let's give this a shot, why not?
Before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
I should probably level rhetoric, that would be good. My rhetoric is bad. Okay. Persuade the door to open.
You're back before the cargo container. And, as it's always been, it's impossible to open a container with the rhetoric. Maybe you're losing your mind.
Maybe I am. But I'll keep trying. You know, they ever got this bitch open? That's a shame. I was wondering what was inside of it. Perhaps a secret gambling hall. How do I get this money up here? How do I get up here? There's money and loose change up there that I want. Perhaps I can climb this box? Apparently not. There's no straight path over there. In time. Car. Alright. Well, I must be going. Whose jacket is this? Hold on. I did not see this
like
before.
Someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. The white rectangle of the Revachol Citizens Militia is clearly visible on its back.
Could be mine.
This is your cloak. You can feel it.
In fact, it is mine.
Yes, it does bear the RCM insignia, and we are the only detectives in Martinez.
Think I should get it?
The service cloak issued to you by your station? Yes, I do.
Okay. As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your fingertips. I will shield you from the elements and give my life for yours. That's what the cloak is relaying.
Good to know. Let's put it on then, shall we? Disco ass blazer. Ah, but then I've lost my drip. Whatever. The stats will be fine. I am, after all, a superstar cop at heart. Let's make our way back into town. That's the bathroom. That's the door. Radio then. You, sir, need to give me a key.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
Labor Utopia.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains.
He nods solemnly, then turns to you, a wide smile adorning his face.
Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Everard said you had a key to a door?
A key, huh?
He said it
What door
belonged...
is this key supposed to open?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Some whistleblowers, I think.
Oh, say no more. I got you. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
I heard something about a weasel, and it didn't sound like a local polar weasel. You know what I mean?
Polar weasel? Oh. I know what you mean.
Racism.
I'm pretty sure he's actually Occidental, though. So you're gonna be committing fratricide, my racist friend. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the wailing in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter. None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess.
Anything else you know about this weasel person when he'll be home?
I'm more of a philosophical Dockworker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
Who he is, and what they're fighting for? This is interesting.
Why are you striking?
We're negotiating our share.
Your share?
Aye.
Alright, so not wages or pensions or...
This stuff. They already covered.
At least you got the benefits. That's something.
It's not enough. Not enough to get ahead. More about keeping us in our place.
How large a share would you like?
All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
Are you a communist?
No. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is a much older and simpler notion. No science to it at all. Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't.
I don't have anything to add to that.
A none of the above kind of man. No harm in being that.
The boss man, Everard. What can you tell me about him?
I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman.
Does bossing the union entail anyway?
I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties, watches out for his own.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, The old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish.
It does seem pretty lavish to me.
He is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion. Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway, and moralism is the most corrupt of them all.
Not you would like to say. But then there's that weasel door.
You seem to have spent a lot of time thinking about the political situation.
Sure. I've had the necessary free time. Fortunately, there's always time.
The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. For him, having command of his time is the most important thing.
Okay.
The man sits on the railing, his hands reaching far and wide. Yet it feels as if he could, effortlessly, go even wider, if need be. An endless torrent of time.
Any idea any idea who killed the hangman?
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
The harbor is a prime area of suspicion. In your opinion, are the dockworkers involved in the killing?
What a thought. Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course.
Pushed how?
Your dead guy was an enemy combatant.
Did you kill him?
I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
He means a more violent faction could easily take care of such a thing.
Fascinating.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search.
Sure. Good talking to you. Gotta run.
It's clear you like the hard stuff, Brota.
What? What's my lower intestine going on about?
Lower intestine? The term is metabolic and circulatory system.
Okay, but what's the hard stuff?
Fascism, Brota.
What is fascism, though?
Many things, but it's mostly about trusting your gut. Who does your gut tell you is the source of Revershol's problems?
Liberals? I thought you were my circulatory system.
Quit stalling, Bruta. We're talking about the weakest, worst, most insane thing. The weak link.
Financiers?
Yes, them. But also, women.
Women?
Women. Men of war. You don't like them. They're insane. Their idiocy needs to be scrubbed off this world with rubbing alcohol. Women need to go back to the fucking kitchen.
What?
That's what fascism boils down to. The rest is also important. But the main thing is that women need to know their place.
Am I having some kind of stomach seizure?
Stomach truth. You're having a stomach truth.
Why am I getting this?
Because you've said the hard things that others won't say. The good things, you've said them many times.
Fascism sounds bad, though. What if you called it something else, like traditionalism?
Okay, yes, let's call it that. Good thinking.
Okay, stomach, I've made up my mind about fascism. Proceed to the judgment.
You're going to keep your views, right? Keep your views, Brota.
Absolutely not. I'm not going to get played by an upset stomach.
There's a slow, painful growl somewhere in your intestines, knocking on your alcohol-engorged liver. It is one of betrayal and disappointment.
Okay.
Hey. Psst.
Oh? Me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start.
How did I get both communism and fascism attacking me? How come there's word on the street?
You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket, literally murder all human beings, regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
I've said some mildly left-wing things, but none of those.
Oh yes, the mask of ambivalence. Don't deny it. You're about to rip it off and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that would devour and masticate mankind. Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
What is this communism even about?
Failure. It's about failure.
Failure?
Yes. Abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished. Beaten. Curb stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone. Against every living thing. Against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother. You against the atom, the charm and the spin. Where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist.
What is this, a fucking anime?
Now get to work, comrade.
It's too tiring. I don't have the in me. I'm beaten down and broken.
Very well. I guess no one will build communism then. Tell the working man it's over, unless anyone has objections. Did someone mention cocaine? Are we doing cocaine? No. I'm sure I heard someone say cocainism. Anyone? Anyone else? There's no one. There's one.
What should I do?
You should build communism. Precisely because it's impossible.
No, shut up. I want to live down. I want to lie down and let the water carry me downstream. Oh. Hello.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
Yes, my hostel room calls.
We can pick up where we left off tomorrow morning.
I agree. Yes, let's. But let me look at my fucking stat sheet. Communist 4, Fascist 4. What is... Does good cop, bad cop give me a thing? A dialogue choice that it's just not giving me right now? Do I have to go for moralist? Can I get an honorable cop? How do I get honor? What is honorable? Why is there no honor? Can I get a murder cop? Can I kill people and get a murder cop? Superstar Comp 7, dude. And I don't have it. Hopefully I get it at 8. I want to be a superstar cop. I want to be a sad superstar cop. A sorry superstar cop. Stupid star cop. Whatever. I don't remember. That's alright. It's not a question for you. I'm just sort of thinking out loud. Hello, madam.
Hello again, sweetie.
About your pin.
I hope you were able to pawn that old trinket.
I've decided not to pawn it. You should have it back.
Oh, thank you, dear. I confess I am glad to see it again.
Even the lieutenant seems happy with this turn of events.
Now, what else, sweetie?
I've got to go now. See you. Alright, well. Unfortunately, no karaoke for me. Maybe on our third time playing, we'll get karaoke. Then again, maybe not.
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. You had some questions earlier, I believe. And besides, we should discuss our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
All right, let's go. God, my back hurts. Ugh.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then...
Where shall we begin? We should talk about the investigation, first and foremost. But I also remember you wanting to discuss the RCM?
I didn't know you smoked, Kim.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
A cigarette is such a good idea. I think I'm gonna have one too.
You're cold, detective. Again, I only have exactly one every night.
How'd you get so cool, Kim?
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will, and unhealthy.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit.
Right then, the debrief.
Yes. It's been a long and eventful day.
How do you think today went?
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. Our inspection could have been more thorough, as it always can, but we have some leads we can follow up on. The body is still hanging from that tree, which is unfortunate. And there's still much to do at the crime scene.
He is not particularly satisfied with your progress, but he doesn't want you to feel completely discouraged. Probably out of fear that you'll just give up and keep drinking.
It's all part of the plan, starting from the outside and working back toward the scene of the murder.
It's not my job to evaluate your methodology, officer. I'm just going through the facts. As for the interviews, we conducted an interview with Everard Clare. He wasn't particularly forthcoming with useful information, however.
He's a tough cookie, that one.
Claire also helped you, how should I say, remember your name? That's a relief.
Big relief. It's a very serviceable name, too.
Moving on. We tried to interview the Wild Pines rep, but she asked us to do something for her first. Fine, so be it. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us. Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
Yes.
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow.
I don't know why I do the things I do, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills. Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
Thank you for the compliment. We could manage it even in wooden clogs. There are uncanny running reservoirs in this body. God knows why.
So what are our powers exactly, the RCM?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
1,000? Why not more?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revachol.
Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
Calling what else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station cold sleep. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
But how can you be sure the arrestee will show up?
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
When power calls you, you come. But power itself is a fragile trick of perception.
I see. And if someone resists?
As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power.
What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
Wait, so if I kill someone on my line of duty...
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
And who makes all these rules?
The coalition government, and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less. Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
Let's say it was the citizens of Revachol. Actually, you know, I'll say nothing.
Silence. A great comment to such a conundrum.
Because I have nothing to add to that. The Moral Lantern, what is it?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
I really don't know. That's how bad it is in here.
Okay. They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
What do you believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
Who was Dolores Day?
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
For you, she is something painful, though it's hard to say why.
What do you think of them?
The Moral Lantern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
It is more than that. There's some kind of affection in him.
You like the Moral Lantern?
Yes, I did, when I was younger. In my 20s, I considered myself a moralist. A blue forget-me-not, a piece of the sky. They're not all that bad.
That's another leitmotif associated with moralism.
But the years have changed that. I don't know what I believe in now. No, I believe in the RCM. That's enough for me.
I have an opinion on the Moral Lantern.
Do you?
Let's look at our options here. There are bad things out there. We need them here, giving us the right to police Revachol. They've done an awful job here. Have you seen the place? This isn't humanism. We are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization protecting bourgeois rights. Immigrants, liberal kips, fucking men are turning into women. On second thought, I don't have an opinion. Forget about it. Alright, these two are obvious on where they align. But I am curious. Ultra-liberal and moralist. I think it's moralist.
In fact, we would need them even if you didn't think that way. We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
Vigilante sounds bad.
Sadly, it is what we already are to the people of Martinez. Most of them, at least, especially the Union. Vigilantes. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
The lights of the orphan district are reflected in his glasses. The red and golden orbs of the motorway sliding like pearls on a string from east to west as Revachol commutes back to the suburbs. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Monday is over.
Say nothing. Look away.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different inland, in Jamrock and the GRIH.
Why are they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place with dogs. To the Union, to the company. Not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks. The jurisdictions of our two precincts.
And in Jamrock and the GRH?
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land.
He looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky. Yeah.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works. Our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
Night. Captain Bartholomew Price steps into the yard. A piebald horse waits by the motor carriage, chewing oats out of an oat bag. Seagulls fly overhead. The sky is black. Captain Price wears a black suit and a standard patrol coat as he mounts the horse to head home. Rows of houses on either side, hunching over the sidewalks, and Precinct 41 with its dome roof growing distant. Around him, the streets are silent. A kid on the corner waves at the captain as he takes the turn on Petition and Main. The horse neighs. The captain nods back. Thanks, kid, he thinks. He's grateful.
I hope our investigation will help improve the situation here, at least do some good.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
Well, Kim, thank you for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
Ah, one step closer to being a moralist. Because I want to align, but I don't want to align with... Smell the sea makes you dizzy. Fascism, obviously. And communism is equally gay in its own right. And I say this as a gay man. Well, Kim, good night. Damn, that was my first day.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
Roll in. God, after...
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin.
Oh.
The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes.
Okay. After 8 hours.
And then sleep and then sleep doesn't come.
Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Check the pillow.
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly.
Check the blanket.
It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily.
Roll over to the other side.
It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Who killed them? Who?
Something to do with... What was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
No more thoughts. Fall asleep now.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
I remember nothing.
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
I was left.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I can get it all back.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me. You found Elysium.
What is Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Islas. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people, and you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
I've talked to you before.
No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do, even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots of the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time, sweating up the bed. Stinky boy.
I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit, thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours, bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
I'm trying to solve this case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
What? No.
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork, barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Ay, ay, ay. Let's go take a quick look in the mirror, make sure we're still alive.
Good going, buddy.
Oh, my God, what the hell was that?
Oh, just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
The hell is going on with me?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
Why is this happening?
It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. Don't do that. Stay strong. The hangover will wear off. You don't need to keep doing this to yourself.
No. I can take this. I'm not gonna go looking for speed.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
That's a lie. I can do this without the speed. Half the town won't be dead.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
Okay. Little withdrawals going on.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
Okay. I forgot to ask how much I had to get the body down. Shit. Well, I guess I'll do that next time. Okay, so now that I have a moment to think, after, 6.5 hours of game time, I have finally reached the end of day 1, and I gotta say, I think there was some good progress. on that one. I think we've made some real good, tangible progress in that amount of time. And the question I have now is, how will I have enough money to pay to sleep tomorrow night? What will happen when I finally get this body down? Who is the real killer? All of this and more next time on SwiggitySwarker.